Good day everyone, this is Daniel from Gardscape Designs and a special shout out to our regional and international viewers. Today we want to talk about the life cycle of a bromeliad. Albeit we're going to look at the Neoregelia bromeliad or the Neoregelia species. Why? Because they are very beautiful. The intricate patterns, the markings, they are very aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and you can find these in gardens all throughout the world. Now the name of this species that I have is a Neoregelia hypersonic. It's an albumarginated plant, and it was created by Chester Skotak in 2020. A very lovely hybrid. Now the first time that I actually got one of these, the intention was for me to sell it, but something about this plant told me to keep it for myself. That was back in 2020, and I have no regrets about the same. So the typical lifespan of a Neoregelia is anywhere between 2 to 5 years, whether it's a mini, whether it's a small grower, a medium grower, a large grower, it's 2 to 5 years. This is from when the plant is a pup until it matures. When the plant matures, it goes into and pieces after a period of time for 6 months or so. So you would usually see like a pin cushion inside of the cup, in the central cup area. That's where the Neoregelia would flower, and it would produce offshoots, it would produce offsets, so that you would be able to replace the mom in the future. So let's take a first look at this picture here. This picture is the first hypersonic I would have gotten. When I saw it, I knew that it was a beauty and something that I should actually latch onto. Right, so this picture here that we're looking at, this is the second harvest. So I got 2 pups from it at first, and I got all these other pups here. The pup in which I'm holding in my hand for this video is a pup from the second harvest. Let's take a look at this beautiful plant with how much young offsets latch onto her. Take a look at it, people. So these hybrids actually do pop. Some of them don't pop or produce prolific as others, but they do actually pop. So let's take a look at some of the plants from the third harvest. So I have the remaining plants from the hypersonic here, right? I place them in the leaf axils of this Alcantara so that they could root. I don't want to put them in small pots or whatever. I want to just leave them in the leaf axils and let them root. If it is you take a look here, you would see that small white root. See that small white root there? So it's actually producing new roots inside of there. When it gets a lot of roots, I'm going to probably put this in a 4-inch pot. Putting the plants in a small pot, especially when it's small like that, it would actually help to produce roots a bit faster. The plants like the roots compacted so that they could actually grow faster. Putting it in a big pot, they probably might not like that too much, right? So let's just take a look at this. So this is mama plant. We saw how beautiful she was, and now she's just down to this stem. So it's pretty hard still, so I think that I probably might be able to get one more plant. Now a lot of people like to actually throw away the stem when it reaches to this stage. I don't think you should throw it away. Just put it in a pot and put it in another corner of your garden and just see what happens. You probably might just get a next pup. Sometimes the stem would feel very soft as though it's rotten. In a situation like that, you could throw it away, right? So I'm going to remove this stem. I'm going to put this in the corner there. So I have a nice mix here. This is a wood bark along with some wood chips and some Pro-Mix. Now the Pro-Mix is going to help a lot, especially for this dry season that we're in. For this hot sun, the Pro-Mix would add water retention so that when the roots of the plant, actually absorb the water and help to hydrate it, that would actually help it against the sun and avoiding excessive sun stress. Alright, so I'm going to take it out of this 6-inch pot here. Make sure when you put it in that you get a nice snug fit. The roots like to be tight. Now this is a bigger pot that I would usually put them in. I would probably usually upsize this to a 10-inch. This is like an 11-inch pot. This would be fine. Make sure that it's quite tight. Now I know that some of you guys don't like fertilizer. I like it. So you have different slow release fertilizers that you could actually use. 3-month, 6-month, 9-month fertilizers, 13, 13, 13, 12, 12, 12. It's going to help with foliage, it's going to help with the root system and the overall health of the plant. Sometimes without fertilizer, the plant just cannot get to its maximum size. It will get to a nice size, yes, but it would not be able to get to its maximum size without the fertilizer. Remember, applying the fertilizer at this stage is fine. This plant is just about 14 inches wide. It could get up to 24 inches wide. So even if it is these new leaves start to elongate and stretch further than the lower leaves, it's just actually stretching to its maximum potential. Yeah, and it's no worry at all. It's going to actually produce a lot of whole leaves, and as the Neoregelia gets bigger and as the bromeliad gets older, it's just going to drop all these whole leaves. So I'm just going to put that fertilizer in there and just cover up the top layer. So now my pot have a new hypersonic, and it's going to continue the life cycle. So this pot will always have a hypersonic, and I'm going to make sure that this pot always have a hypersonic in it. Because the mom was that prolific, I expect that this plant is going to be prolific as well. The variegation is nice on it, it's growing lovely, so I would always be able to replace this plant. This is Daniel from Gardenscape Designs. Thanks for watching, and join us next week for another garden tip. Be safe, be blessed.